An interesting snapshot of today's Russia in today's Russian papers. As Kommersant reports, later today, the State Duma plans the second reading of amendments establishing criminal and administrative responsibility for a whole series of violations in the field of information and communications. For example, it would introduce fines for searching online for knowingly extremist materials and accessing them, including via a VPN. If the bill is adopted, citizens risk fines of between 3,000 and 5,000 rubles. That's approximately between $38 and $63. By extremist materials, the draft law means materials listed by the Ministry of Justice. This, I think, is the official list of extremist materials. There are more than 5,000 items on it. Also, as the government paper Rossiyskaya Gazeta writes, there would be fines for transferring SIM cards to third parties. Returning to the subject of VPNs, these virtual private networks that make it possible to access blocked websites, use of a VPN in itself will not be a punishable offence, but there will be a punishment for advertising technology that can be used to circumvent blocked access. Nezavismaya Gazeta's headline, Citizens to be compelled to show internet self-discipline. Foreign VPNs won't be banned in Russia, but risks will grow for those who use them. From boosting state control online to reducing individualism in Russian society. And this article in today's Moskovsky Komsomolets. For many years, the Western world reaped the benefits of individualistic Protestant ethics and bourgeois freedoms. In the post-Soviet period, contrary to all common sense, we, Russia, tried obsequiously to make our way of life fit a Western frame. And in many ways, we became like them. In all areas of public life, individualism completely replaced collective principles. However, time puts everything in its place and starkly shows that the only way to survive geopolitical mayhem is by following the tried and tested canons of the past and not capitalist formulas of the petty bourgeoisie and ruthless individualism. Then it all gets very imperialistic. There is personal individualism, but even worse, there is state individualism. The collapse of the USSR spawned a lot of this in the post-Soviet space, and we all see what prosperity many of the former Soviet republics achieved from this window-dressing kind of independence from their civilization. The illusion of independence is needed to tear us away from each other and to establish control by an alien and hostile deep state. And talking of geopolitics, interesting to see in Nezavismaya Gazeta that the head of the Turkmen People's Council and former president of Turkmenistan is in Baku, meeting the president of Azerbaijan, to discuss the development of energy cooperation, including the prospects for building the Trans-Caspian gas pipeline, which would connect Turkmenistan's infrastructure with the southern gas corridor through Azerbaijan, eliminating dependency on routes through Iran and Russia.